guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to show y'all how to make a Nebula Galaxy tumbler. This is going to be completely different from the Galaxy tumbler I've done a few weeks ago. This one I actually got inspiration from the one and only Jessica Flynn. If y'all don't know who she is, which I mean I'm sure you probably do, but just in case you don't, definitely go check out her channel. It is Flynn Sisters Boutique and she's incredible. So I'm starting off here with a 20-ounce tumbler that is from Maker Flow Crafts, and I'll put my link for them down in the description. I first started by painting the entire tumbler just a regular black from Rust-Oleum. Then once that dried, I took a white also from Rust-Oleum and just did like little like little spurts, just randomly around the tumbler, kind of spaced them out, sort of. Got a little bit on the bottom there. So that's what I'm working with. And then I am also going to be using Arteza's acrylic markers. I know in Jessica's video she used alcohol ink markers. These are acrylic markers. I don't know if they're going to work the same, but I'm going to hope that they are. I have 91% rubbing alcohol and some cotton balls. So I'm pretty sure, other than of course epoxy, that's all we're going to need. So with everything being said, let's get started. So I'm going to start with just this one here in the middle. When I chose the different colors I'm going to be using, this is how I chose, because I'm not really good at like picking different colors for stuff like this. I literally got here in the Arteza marker kit and I chose 3 colors that were like already grouped together, because I feel like Arteza just, you know, I don't know if it's like this in every pack, I'm assuming it is, but I just feel like they group the colors together really well. So I just went with that. So the first 3 colors I'm going to be using, this is magenta, amethyst purple, and peacock blue. So if you have not used Arteza's acrylic markers before, you want to shake them up before you use them real good. And I'm going to try my best to do it like Jessica. I feel like this is pretty much what she just did, but like I said, she was using completely different materials, so I really hope that I can pull this off like she did. So I'm just taking my colors and pretty much just doing swirls of a circle shape all around my little white area here. I'm just going to turn it sideways so I can put my hand in there and stabilize it a little better. But I'm literally just making scribbles. That's all I'm doing. And by the off chance that Jessica sees this, I hope that it is half as good as hers, because she does amazing work. I'm going to go in with this pink or magenta and fill out the rest of that circle. And I want to leave like where it starts to kind of like, I guess ombre, like, you know what I mean, like kind of fade out a little bit. I do want to keep that white visible. Like, I don't want to completely cover up every little bit of white. Because I feel like that's what's going to give like the nebula like space look. So it looks really, really bad and crazy right now, but I'm hoping when I start blending that it will look better. So there's my first spot. And I'm going to let that completely dry before I turn it over and do more spots. Now for the next spots up here, I'm using royal purple, spearmint green, and fluorescent peach. And I'm just doing the same little circular swirly design. And now for this last one right here, this one is bright orange, and then I have magenta and lemon yellow. Now this is where the rubbing alcohol and the cotton balls are going to come in. I tested it over here on this part and it seems like it's working fine. So I'm going to start up here since this one down here is probably still a little bit wet. And I'm just going to put some rubbing alcohol here on my cotton ball and just pretty much dab. Try to dab in circles, blending all of those colors out. And if you have to come back in and maybe touch up some spots, that's fine. I had to touch up the inner part on that blue one back there that I tested. So I might have to come in here and add some pink and green back to this one because that purple kind of took it over. But see what I mean, like what I'm doing? So it looked really, really bad and a little crazy before I blended everything, but once you get all of the colors on there and then you blend them, it starts to make a little more sense. Now that everything is good and dry, I'm going to go in with titanium white, and I'm just going to do some little specks here and there as like stars. Try to not make them completely like uniform, just random, space them out, not really being specific with it. And now I'm going to give it about 5 minutes just to make sure everything is good and dry, and then I'm going to do a couple coats of epoxy. Okay, so next day, and this is what I've got here. I have this really nice decal that I found on Etsy, and I'll make sure to put the link for that down in the description. It says, "Only in the darkness can you see the stars," and I thought that would be very fitting to put on this tumbler. So I did a like a double decal here so I could have this one kind of like shadow this one. So if you want me to make a video about how it's offset, that's what it's called. I was struggling. If you want a video of how I did this offset, then let me know and I will do a video on it. But I'm going to put this one on top of this one. And I'm just going to line it up the way I want it down here at the bottom. Slowly work my way up there. And then that whole thing will go on the tumbler. And the black might not show up like crazy, but it'll be enough. Because, you know, it's going on a black cup. But it will be enough. So I'm going to put it, this is like a, kind of like a blank spot, so that's where I'm going to put it. And I'm standing it up because that's how I like to put my decals on, so I can make sure I have everything good and straight. And I do one side at a time because it helps me with wrinkles. Awesome. There we go. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. I really like that. So this will take a couple coats of epoxy, I'd say, to make it smooth, especially since there's 2 layers of vinyl here. But other than that, this tumbler's done. So before I go, like always, I have y'all's cup of positivity, and again, this one does not have an author, but it says, "Every day may not be good, but there is good in every day." I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want a chance to win this tumbler for free, go check out my Patreon page. I'll put the link for that down in my description. And that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and if there's any questions, like always, please feel free to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys. Bye.